You think finding someone will save you from the emptiness, but the emptiness follows you everywhere you go. People search for their other half when they haven't even met their first half. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot love what you do not know. Your company feels like punishment, so you seek escape in another person's arms. This is not love. This is drowning together. When you know you'll never see it again, look how beautiful it becomes. The same goes for yourself. You spend years running from your thoughts, then wonder why no relationship ever feels like home. Home was always supposed to be inside you, not inside someone else. People think loneliness is the absence of others. Loneliness is the absence of yourself. You abandon yourself, then beg others to stay. You reject yourself, then wonder why everyone else does too. The way you treat yourself becomes the way others will treat you. If you cannot sit alone in a room without distraction, you are not ready to sit with another human being. If your own mind feels like enemy territory, how can you expect someone else to explore it with you? Relationships become escape routes when you haven't learned to live with yourself. This never ends well. The person you choose will be running from themselves too. Two broken people do not make one whole person. They make two broken people who blame each other for not being enough. You think you need someone to complete you, but you were never incomplete. You were just told you were. Society sells incompleteness, then offers relationships as the cure. This is the greatest lie ever told. You came into this world alone, and you will leave alone. Everything in between is borrowed time. Learning to love that solitude is not optional, it is survival. People who fear being alone become addicted to toxic relationships because familiar pain feels safer than unknown peace. You stay with people who hurt you because hurt is all you know. When you learn to be gentle with yourself, you stop accepting cruelty from others. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you stop settling for people who drain you. Your relationship with yourself sets the standard for every other relationship. If that relationship is broken, everything else will be broken too. People have kids. They need a reason to keep living. People get married. They need someone to blame for their unhappiness. People stay busy. They need to avoid their thoughts. None of this works. The thoughts always return. The emptiness always returns. The only way out is through your own mind, your own pain, and your own healing. This is work you must do alone. No one can do it for you. No partner, no therapist, no guru. Just you and the parts of yourself you have been running from. What cannot be forgotten reappears in dreams. What cannot be faced reappears in relationships. You will keep attracting the same type of person until you heal the part of yourself that needs them. You will keep having the same fights until you resolve the conflict inside yourself. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. Change the inside, and the outside changes too. But people want shortcuts. They want someone else to fix what they broke. They want love to heal what self-hatred destroyed. Love cannot heal self-hatred. Only self-love can do that. And self-love is not positive affirmations. Self-love is looking at your worst qualities and choosing to grow anyway. Self-love is sitting with your pain without numbing it. Self-love is forgiving yourself for the mistakes you cannot undo. This takes years, not months, not weeks. Years. Most people are not willing to do this work. They would rather find someone equally broken and call it love. They would rather project their healing onto another person and wonder why it never works. Feelings change. The person who saves you today might destroy you tomorrow. The person who completes you might abandon you next week. When your happiness depends on another person, you become a hostage to their mood. When your worth depends on their approval, you become a slave to their opinion. This is not love. This is dependency. Love is what happens between two whole people who choose each other not because they need to, but because they want to. Need creates possession. Want creates appreciation. Most relationships are built on need. This is why most relationships fail. People need someone to make them feel worthy. They need someone to make them feel complete. They need someone to make them feel alive. These are not relationship problems. These are self-relationship problems. You cannot outsource your happiness to another person. You cannot delegate your healing to someone else. You cannot make another human being responsible for your emotional well-being. This is too much pressure for anyone to carry. When you place this burden on someone, they will eventually collapse. Then you will blame them for not being what you needed them to be. But they were never supposed to be what you needed them to be. You were supposed to be what you needed you to be. Happiness built on an unstable base is quite fragile. A relationship built on two people's brokenness will always be broken.